Welcome to Weird Gun Game. Last week I said that we are going to be talking about aim assist, auto shooting, and auto aiming and stuff like that in this game. And I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about it because it's one of the key issues that I have with the game. But if you're a controller player or a mobile player, I'm going to show you guys what's up and how this stuff works because I have now played in all three ways to play it. But first, we had a big update. There's a new map. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but we'll try and get it in today's video. We also have two new guns. There is the ZIPO-22 Pistol and ZIPO-22 SMG. Here we go. So here is the ZIPO SMG. Turns out that the zip gun is actually real. It's actually a big old piece of crap in real life. I believe Demolition Ranch did a video on this. So not only is it a terrible gun in real life, it is also a terrible gun in Weird Gun Game. We're gonna start with the SMG. Let's jump into it. Here it is right here in all its glory. And you might notice that something's a little bit weird about it. Now, I was hoping that maybe this was fixed, but it is not. So here's the gun. Unfortunately, it does not sit in your hand for whatever reason. It sits in a very unfortunate place, as you can tell. I don't know if I need to blur this or what, but here's what happens. Here's the zoom in. You don't even aim down the sights. It's a little bit broken, but I had to record this today while it was broken because this is so funny. I'm sure they'll fix this, but it's really funny. Here it is. It is a single shot gun and it does this move right here. It's horrible. It is a very awful gun. It has no inspect animation, but here is the gun here. Very bouncy. It is awful. That is it. Here it is. So we can kind of get it to work a little bit if we spam it like that and try an ADS at the same time. Doesn't work though. It's so bad. So that's the gun. Let's head back here. If we go down here to the secondaries, this is what the zip gun looks like normally. This is what the real zip gun kind of looks like. It's a Zippo in this one, but it's a zip in real life. There is an extended mag for it in real life, I believe, but I think normally it's also just like a little box mag that kind of sits flush. The whole point is that it's supposed to be as small as possible. This gun doesn't even work. So if I pull it out here, I don't even have it. So here's the gun here. This is the secondary and it doesn't shoot. So here's my mouse. Listen. I'm clicking, no shoot. Does not shoot, it barely ADSs, it doesn't shoot at all, so I can't do anything with it. So the gun literally doesn't work, but they are broken entirely, they don't work, and they're not very good. Well, any gun in a video game that is all about shooting people that doesn't shoot is not a good gun. So that's the thing. I haven't seen the new map yet, so I don't even know what it is. I can't comment on that. But okay, we're gonna get some real guns here and get into the meat and potatoes of this video because, yes, I watched Blame Truth, because I want to talk about aim assist in this game. So let me get a gun that actually does work. We're going to go back to our primary here, and I'm going to go and use a gun that I think was really, really good. So this is the Stinger build from the season finale of season 1 of Weird Gun Game show. This gun is 30 damage, so it's a pretty good little LMG build. So, you know, it's not very fast, but it's super, super strong. If you guys don't play on mouse and keyboard, let me explain to you guys a little bit about how this works. If you've never played on mouse and keyboard before, I'm using obviously my keyboard, WASD to move, shift to sprint. I have C to do our slides. And then of course I have to right click the ADS, left click to shoot. So all of the input here, all of the aiming is done by my hand. It is 100% me aiming this thing. I have nothing here that is aim assisting me in any way whatsoever. When I fire one of these guns, I have to control the recoil and I have to aim where the gun is going. So for me, very low recoil guns are so much easier to use because I don't have to manage for it. It also means that when I'm aiming down sights, I have a much higher percentage chance of missing my shots because I suck and I haven't really played an FPS game in about a week or so. So my aim is just really, really bad. I've been playing other games, but I am doing everything here myself, and so that's how this works. So that is what happens. Every little mess up, every little miss, every little issue, problem that I have with aiming typically is because I am just missing my shots. Sometimes Bloom does account for me missing my shots, and sometimes, you know, like spread in this game is basically that. That will take into account, you know, me missing my shots. If I'm not hitting somebody, it's mostly because my aim is not directly on them and I'm probably just missing. So it happens, right? I suck. So let's go ahead and plug in a controller, and I'm gonna show you some magic here. So my left stick works here. This is what it's doing here. I have a controller plugged in. I don't like playing Roblox on controller because I don't like navigating Roblox's interface with controller, but okay, here's what we're gonna do. So there's a group of enemies down there doing their thing. Now, of course, I can ADS with my left trigger, right trigger will shoot, and then I can control it by doing whatever. I can sprint and then hit B to slide and all that stuff. So basic controller, fun controller things, right? Now, if I were playing a game like Call of Duty, aim assist is pretty strong in that game, but in Weird Gun Game, I'm not going to, okay, I'm gonna look at this guy. I'm gonna aim down sights. Look at that. I am not moving. I am not touching my right stick at all. Look at that. So my hand is not on my right stick at all. That is completely me aiming down sights while looking at a guy. So if I do this, I can do that. So I don't have to actually aim at anybody. It'll even do it to this here. So I just want you to know right now, you can't see it, but I have my right hand completely off the controller and it's not even touching the right stick. The way aim assist works is that it will lock onto an enemy, but as soon as you shoot, you actually lose your aim assist. So if I shoot and I'm moving, you'll see that I actually lose the aim assist. So that's where I would actually have to start aiming. If I go through and I burst fire, as soon as I stop shooting, I actually regain aim assist. So if I really want to be super, super effective at killing enemies with a controller, I've got this gun, which is essentially a 4-shot weapon. Look at that. I don't even need to aim. I can just sit there and burst fire and I'm never going to miss. So let's aim. Boom, 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 boom. Now, of course, it's locking on to these guys. I'm not doing anything. So that is how aim assist works. Even at range, as you can see from this far away, I think you need to have a certain amount of the enemy being shown. Like they can't be like partially behind stuff. I think they have to be fully exposed in order to lock on. So they can't be like half the body hiding behind something and then you can do it. Here's the thing. You get somebody like me who I have been playing first-person shooters on controller for a very long time. So I'm very used to it. Still got him. I'm very used to it. If you give a gun like this to me and aim, basically an aimbot, I'm gonna figure out how to manipulate it very quickly. And as you can see, I'm just bursting it. I'm basically single shotting it and getting kills with it very, very easily. It is super simple for me to do this. And this is always an issue and has been an issue in this game. Now, controller does not have the auto shoot feature and neither does PC, even though I have it technically turned on. I have it on right now. It does not work for me at all. There we go. Just do that. It just locks on, baby. So if you're wondering how you're getting killed a lot of the time by some of these people, this might be one of the reasons why. Now, it's not perfect. I think what it is there's a bubble in the middle of the screen, and as long as there's an enemy or somewhere in this like bubble around where my reticle is, then you'll be able to lock on to them. So like this guy all the way over here, look at that. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. Give it a shot. So I've got this really crappy build here. So if I aim down sights, it doesn't lock on. That was just me fighting a bot. Let me come up here, see if I can find somebody. Oh no, never mind. It does lock on. Look at that. Guys, if I were having that level of lock on in any other game, I'd have been banned for cheating. Okay, never mind. I thought that the lock-on didn't work with scopes, but apparently it does. So if we come down here, we lock on. Look at that. Boom, just shoot him. If you want to see something super crazy though, let's check out mobile. So here we are in mobile. It's going to be a little bit weird. You're probably not ever going to see this on the channel again, if not very much, but I'm just showing you the auto aim and the auto shoot. So the way that the auto aim seem to work is that if you ADS, you will lock onto people. And then if you have auto shoot on, then it will just shoot at anybody who is in your crosshair. Now, I am not going to say that I am good or perfect at this, but did you just see that snap there? I snapped all the way over to the left on a dead body, not something that I purposefully wanted to do. I purposefully was doing as little aiming as I could with, let's say, the right stick, so that way you could see as much of the auto aim and the auto shooting as possible. So this is the game basically playing itself, doing this for me. So I'm not even aiming or shooting, it is all doing this by itself, and you can see that it is just locking on and auto shooting to people. So what you're seeing here is basically just me setting myself up to be in certain positions so that I can basically just let the game kind of play itself. Now here in a little bit we're actually going to go forward into the skate map, and I'm actually going to have a few problems with the auto shoot. So I don't have audio turned on for this because apparently the audio on my phone, when it records audio coming out of the speakers going into the microphone, or it just doesn't just record game audio. So I've got it turned off here, and that's why you're not hearing anything. But you will see what'll happen here is that I will shoot at some people, but I won't shoot at others. See, right now my gun is not shooting at that person, and I don't know why. So maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe it's just an issue with the auto shoot. I'm not exactly sure. It was working on the previous map, and as you can see, it does work here on some of the people. And if I do press the fire button, I believe I lose the aim assist, and then it will reacquire once I stop shooting, just like with controller. But the auto shoot, for some reason, wasn't working too well on this map, and maybe it's the map itself that it's doing it. I'm not sure. Like right there, my gun wasn't shooting. Don't know why. It's just a thing. But yeah, so as you can see, I've already got like, what, 7 kills just by basically not doing anything, just sitting in a corner and letting the game kind of play itself. So this is more just to let you guys see what aim assist is doing and how auto shoot and aim assist work on the different platforms with the different inputs. That's pretty much it. So if you're playing on mobile, I'm not condemning you or anything like that. And so that is Weird Gun Game, kind of in a nutshell when it comes to the aiming. So if you ever wonder why things are the way that they are in the game, well, it's because the aim assist is so daggone strong, it's aimbot. That's what it's come down to. It's one of the many reasons why the Weird Gun Game show became so frustrating to create, was dealing with this level of aimbot. And here's the thing, this is not the player's fault. It comes down to the devices. It is understandable that people who are using keyboard and mouse are going to normally have an advantage over people who have, let's say, controllers or stuff like that. You know, the mobile players also have to have the ability to fight and keep up with the PC players and the controller players as well, because they need that aim assist as well, because aiming on those devices is harder. But it definitely seems like when it comes to the mobile side of things, the game kind of plays itself, not gonna lie. While I'm not doing amazingly well right now with, you know, my setups, I'm also not really trying. I'm here to showcase the amount of aim assist that a lot of these guns have. And for people who play on these inputs normally all the time, it is going to be very easy for them to get kills. Now, okay, I'm actually gonna try and aim with the right stick as well as incorporate it into the aim assist stuff. And really, I'm actually gonna try for once without relying on the aimbot aspect of it. How do I switch to my, okay. Dang, dude. No amount of aim assist is going to make you a better player if you play stupidly. If you play like an idiot, if you don't play around cover, if you don't take smart fights, stuff like that, you're gonna play like an idiot. You're gonna die no matter what. No amount of aim assist is going to protect you and get you a win. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't matter what level you have of it. You could be the best player in the world, but take some of the worst fights ever and you're still gonna lose. It's just how it is. It doesn't matter if you even have aimbot. I've seen cheaters in Warzone absolutely get demolished by people who actually know how to play the game. I've seen cheaters in Battlefield have the same exact thing happen to them too. It's just a matter of how good you are and how smart you play things. So, okay, 30 some odd kills. I probably could have gotten higher if I'd been trying more, if I had been trying since the beginning. But once I ramped things up, I got another 15 to 20 kills very easily. It is what it is. So yeah, controller is very viable for different reasons. This is also a pretty darn good gun build. So check out the Weird Gun Game season finale if you want it. It's from Yargasaurus. I can't remember what number it is, but it is a good build. It's very fast, pretty strong. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this cleared up some things about what happened over there. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I've been ZIPO-22 Pistol, and I am signing out.